Welcome back. This is part 2 of our 3-part video series. In the first part, we talked about managing your signals, creating your signals, and optimizing them to get the best results possible. So what happens after your signal runs? That's exactly where we are, and it's the post page. So I want to quickly go over all of the columns just so that you can understand what you're looking at. The first one is going to be title. That's pretty self-explanatory, but that's the title of the actual post itself. The comment is going to be the description underneath that title. The date posted is the date that that actual comment or post was created. The group is going to be the group that that comment was pulled from. So for example, this is in the startups group. This was in small business group. This was in the SaaS group. The date ran is the actual date that that signal ran and collected this post. Next to this is going to be signal. This is the actual name of the signal that collected the post, just so at a glance you know what post came from what signal and so on. Besides that is the source. So right now it's just Reddit. In the future, how I mentioned before, it's going to be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, and so on. So we'll see a lot more sources there soon. And lastly is the keyword column. In my opinion, this is the most important column. This allows you to understand what the post captured, why it was captured, and understand the value of it just at a glance. So for example, we see SEO, backlinks, leads. If we scroll down further, we'll see content, production, video, growth, and so on. So these are the keywords that you set up in your original signal, and these are kind of the reasons why this post was collected in the first place. Next to that, you will see 2 action buttons. These are the most important buttons on this page in terms of getting the lead, converting them, and so on. The first one that we're going to look at is view comment. If I click this, it'll pull up the entire comment with the keywords highlighted that matches our signal. So that way you can see, okay, we're talking about backlinks, SEO, and so on. If this comment matches what you're looking for example, this person is struggling with SEO, they need help, and you're an SEO agency, well, guess what? That is a perfect person for you to reach out to, and it's a perfect warm lead. So if that's the case, then we're going to click View Lead. View Lead will take you directly to the source where that comment was posted. So if I click that, for this one, it opens up Reddit, and we see that original post with this person that's struggling with SEO. A couple pointers for this stage is that you always want to lead with value first. Don't just come in here and start promoting your brand. No one's really going to listen to that. The most important thing is offer value. Even just relating to the person can go a long way. And then when the time is right, that's when you mention your business. That's when you kind of lead into that, make this person into a lead, and eventually convert them into a paying client. So back in our dashboard, a couple other things that are important to note is that in the top left, you have a search bar here. This search bar is not just going through your title, through the comment, it's going through every single column that I explained before. So the group, the signal name, the source, the keywords, all of it. So you can type in anything in here, and it's automatically going to filter all the posts in real time. Combine that with the filter by signal. That's pretty self-explanatory, but you can click any of the signals that you've ever made, and it'll show posts that are only from that signal. So combining those two will create a very powerful way for you to sort through all your posts, find the leads that matter most to you. In the top right, you'll see export data. This feature is only available to the takeoff plan and to the ascent plan. So that's that middle plan and the top one. What this does is it exports everything that you see here in a CSV format. So for example, if I went and filtered by a certain signal or I searched a certain keyword and then clicked export data, it would only export that specific data, which is really cool, really helpful feature, especially if you're sharing it with an internal team, sharing it with the sales team, and so on. Lastly, you'll see a couple similar things that were in the Manage Your Signals page. This bottom left one being the found post number. This will match right here as well. So you can see, okay, we found 199 posts so far since starting my account. Next to that, on the right side, you'll see the Get Credits button again. This is where you can purchase more credits if you're running low. And besides that, it's kind of your status bar of your whole account. So I have 800 out of 1,000 credits remaining. That wraps it up for part 2 of 3. In the next video, we're going to go over the run history page.